Welcome back everybody to Californication. Today we're going to be going through the basic setup instructions of this VW T7 Californication. Some of the things that I do when I get to site, like getting it level, how to do that easily, getting the roof up, getting all the blinds in, turning the beds, and we're going to take you through that step by step. So stay with me and we'll get you through, make it nice and easy for you. Okay, so we've arrived on site. The first thing you need to do is get this van level. So we're going to use the leveling blocks. We're going to get it, have a look at, firstly, there's a couple of ways of doing this. You can either do it on the app on your phone, the California app, or the California app can be on the screen, which we can go through and we can look at it as we're trying to get on the blocks to see whether we're level or not. But here we go. So we're looking at the app here. So when you've got this on, you can quickly see whether you're level or not. Now, as you can see, after what we've just done with our double blocks, because this is quite a steep embankment here, we are at 0.6, and to be fair, 0.6, you really won't be able to tell the difference of that. So use this as you go. Really, really easy way of doing it. You can do it on the phone as well, like this. So hopefully that will help you out. Okay, so the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to get the pop top up. So let's get this up, make some space in here, and we're going to get the blinds in place after that. And there's a clever little storage solution for the front window blind. Okay, step one, open this up and you'll have all this start hanging out of it. Step two, make sure you either got a door open or a window open, because you don't want to create a vacuum when you're starting to open this up. Now with the ignition on, and I believe the engine on, probably just the ignition's absolutely fine. Hit this button here, shut the door, stop the noise, we'll keep the window open, and you want to push that button there, and it's going to say please check there's available space above the roof itself. We've already done that, so we know that we've got enough space above us, so we're going to press that. It's always good to have somebody outside as well, and now it's telling us the roof is open, so we're going to keep that button down, and we have got available roof space. There you go, we're now opening. So there's a bit of a time delay between trying to do it, because it will stop you opening it before you actually check it and the roof is starting to go up. If it's fully open, you're going to get this little beep, and that is done. So yeah, next things for me is let's get the window blinds in, because if you turn up on a site, I mean, we're in a bit of shade today when it's really hot. We know the weather's been hot this last few weeks. You want to get the shades in there so you get a bit of solar shade in from all of the blinds that are internally. So let's get the first one, the front one. Now on the VW T7 California range, it's a bit fiddly and everyone hated it at first. And I was always having to take it down and put the poles in, and it was an absolute pain in the ass. Now, or Nick from one of the sites I'm on said to me, why don't you just put it up in the pop top? I figured that's a really good idea, so we're going to show you that. You might not be able to see it, believe it or not. Hang on, we have lights. We have lights. So there we are. It is up here, nice and flat. It doesn't get squished, but you can take this down, put it in the front window, and then this space is all clear. Right, I would suggest maybe folding it to get it back down, rolling it up, and it's easy. When you've got stuff like this in the way, it can be a bit of a pain, but we're not going to worry about that too much. So if I remember rightly, black it goes to the back, so the grey outwards. So get it centered on this line here. So this is where the Velcro is. That Velcro is going to go around our wing mirror. Get them out of the way because they're going to be needed, but not quite yet. Now I've got a camera over there on there, but I'm going to leave that on. It does get in the way. I would suggest first of all what you want to do is make sure the one in the center is pushed all the way to the end. You lift this up. We're probably not going to be able to see after this, but we'll give it a go. Move our stuff out of the way, obviously pretending we're a camper van family that are from the old school Hawaii days. And then you've got that first bit held in place. Now you get these bits, push them all the way over, and you use your sunshades to keep that up. And the same on this side, sunshade, keep that up. And that is it, nice and simple. And the good thing about this is there's not a lot of light let in here at night time. You just got to make sure that these are nice and secured in place. But I will say, there's not much light in. It's nice and easy, simple as that. You've got loads of space there to stick stuff in the dashboard later on when you're trying to store stuff as well. Nice and easy. So storage of the shades for the side windows, I put mine in here. It's not the biggest glove box in the world, but I put both mine in here. Nice and easy to get to. You might want to put that in the back, it's up to you. But these are magnetic and just stick on the window like this. So to get these the right way around, you've got the black on the inside again, just like the front window, and they are magnetic, so they literally clip on like that on their own. Just make sure they're in. There's nothing magnetic here, but just make sure it's in. You've got your tag on the inside, so it gives you a good idea exactly which way around they go. Next thing you want to do is get it into camping mode, so you have all the lights on, and we're going to make that on like that. Get all the lights on. There we are, air lights, lights, there we are, and we'll put everything on just like that. You can literally do this manually or whatever you want to do, but I'm going to do this just for the sake of the video, because what we're going to do now, obviously we've got the pop top up, so we're going to push this all the way up to give ourselves loads of space. Okay, so pop tops up, we've got the blinds in place. Now we want some space, so just get this out the way. It means you can move around in here a lot easier. So the next part, it just gives you that bit of freedom. So when you do spin the chairs around, you can get around a bit easier while you're in here. Okay, turning the chairs around, pretty simple. I'm going to do it from outside the van because I've just tried to sit in it and do it, and it's really impossible to turn it around. Matt Watson, how you did this when you sat in it, I do not know. But the easiest way, there's a strap at the front, you can see it when you're here. You pull that and you start to turn it. It will hit because you straight away pretty much, but you need to start moving it forward. And as you do, maybe tilt the chair forward as well to give you a bit of access. Now I've put both arms down because it does tend to miss this steering wheel. If that's a problem, lift the steering wheel up. You can almost put it all the way forward as well. So come around, and then you've got the knob as well, so you can move things out of the way. Don't hit your seatbelt on the way round, all the way, and then you can put it back, ready to chill out. Let's do the other one. Okay, so I thought I'd do a point of view of this one. So this is the chair, we're going to turn it around. First thing I would definitely do is make sure you tip the chair a lot further forward. Both armrests down, seatbelt out the way. Pull this lovely lead, put here, it will start to turn. Then you can slide forward so you're not hitting anything here, and then start to turn. Just like that. The beauty of getting both seats turned around pretty quick is the fact that you then have all this space here, so if you've got anything that needs to be installed whilst you're sleeping in it, you can put loads of stuff just here. Okay, once you've got both chairs around, it's time for bed. You want to get the beds ready, you want to get it sorted out. We're going to take you through exactly what to do with these chairs, how to slide them forward, how to get the bed made, get the roof down, get it all ready, and get you ready for bed. So with the VW California T7, it's got two separate chairs, as where the old T6 is 6.1s, and a lot of the old ones have one single slide-in bed, which kind of is the bed, but these aren't the bed. You've got the bed, which is a big mattress that comes forward. So we're going to move this forward. You've got this mattress, you've got this mat here. Mattress, mat, I don't know what I'm doing. We're going to get this out of the way. It folds back on itself, so you can get it out of the way like that. Then you've got the handle here. You pull that all the way forward as far as you can get it, and then there's another little ring pull here. Push that down, and it will get to a certain point of which there is another little ring loop here to get it to go all the way flat. As ever, I forgot to do something because I'm stupid. I forgot to make the headrest and change them around the other way. So you've got a little pin here, you push that in the side, turn them around, then they're out of the way. So we're going to put that back down again. Not quite flat yet. We'll then pull that, that's gone flat. We then grab the handle here, push that when it wants to move as far as where the actual hard bit is, not all the way, because what you don't want to do is mark your chairs. So we're going to do this one as well, then we'll put the back down on that one, and then we'll pull the mattress forward. So handle all the way. You can put that back first, or you can do this one. Again, we forgot to do the headrest. I do that probably every single time. Turn that round, flat, all the way, grab that handle, push it back, as I said to you, not too far, just enough till we get to there. Then we can grab these, it's got the restraining clips, pull them, there's a small handle on it, pull that this way, all the crap falls out of your saddlebag, and then we have our bed. And then once you want to get a bed upstairs, yeah, really easy, just pull this back down, and you are set to go. And don't forget the T7 California range has got the built-in blinds which pull down into the door itself, as where some of the old California T6 range 6.1s and 5s had the blinds come down from the actual door pillar itself. So you could open the door, the blind would remain there. So with these ones, nice and built in, nice and neat. And same on the other side as well, on the other sliding door. And the rear door has a curtain which pulls up from the bottom. So just a quick one on locking the van at night time as well. So security is important. If you go away, you don't really want the doors unlocked. Don't use the key fob because that will set the alarm off. You want to do two things when you're in here so you don't set the internal alarm off. So on the front screen there is the button on the front which says you can turn off the interior sensing. Do that and then lock it with this button as well. So you can just press the button, it will lock everywhere. And whatever door you go out of, if you want to go out at night, you do have to press that to open it or to do all of them, or you can just open one of the doors, whichever you want. Once you open that door will remain unlocked, but if that's into an awning or whatever, you can leave that or just press that button again, which hopefully isn't too loud. So if you want to come out of one door at night time, from the inside, just open the one door. It still keeps the other doors locked, but don't be scared that if you want to go out and shut the door behind you, it won't lock it. Even though the keys are inside, you can still unlock this one door, but the other doors won't unlock. I panicked a minute ago because this door wouldn't open even though I'd unlocked it. But just don't forget, there is a child lock feature on here. That will mean that you won't be able to open and lock the doors from the inside if you do lock it that way. So don't forget to deactivate that. What we're going to do now is going to put the roof down. And as I said to you, there's two ways of putting the roof up and down, but you have to have Bluetooth activated on your screen, so you connect your California app to it, and you can do it from outside. So the good thing about that is, the reason I use it is that I've caught my actual awning, roof awning, what is it called, baffles, whatever, in the actual locking mechanism as I've put it down before. And you want to keep these things from getting holes in, so it's a really important thing to do. We'll show you that on screen now. We're going to get the roof down. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to get this roof down. On a windy day like this, it's really good to use this app, and I'm going to take you through it. So we're all set up here, and we're going to get this roof down. So hopefully it's going to allow me to do it. I can't remember if I actually left the ignition on or not, so you've got to have it done for that. So we get this up, we've got everything on here. We go to Camper Road, we've got the roof actually obviously open. No, we've got no ignition on, so let's get that done now. Put the ignition on, and we are ready to put it down. So whilst we're doing this, we hold that button down, it starts to come down. We're going to be wanting to keep an eye on exactly where the wind's blowing these baffles to make sure it doesn't get caught. Press OK to that because we're having a good look around it, and we're going to keep looking. This is why I think it's really important to use this app sometimes, because it really stops anything getting trapped. And you can stop it whenever you like, you can let go of the button, and it will still allow you to sort of do it again in a second. But I'm going to go in there and just make sure it's all pulled where I need it to be. Okay, so while I just put this up, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this this very quick brief overview of these starters, bits and pieces, but you know, it takes a little bit of time to learn. It seems simple after a few times of going away, but I remember when I first went away in this, I couldn't figure out how to do anything. I'm still learning now, months and months later. If there's anything you want to see me do, anything you want me to review, any questions, put in the comments. I would love you to hear what you want to see next. There's going to be lots of cool things coming up next. I'm going to be doing a Grand California a couple of nights away in that. We're going to be doing a proper family test, so family of 4 in that, so keep your eyes peeled. And also we're going to have a look at something called a burstner or a burstner, which is very similar alternative to the Grand California. So thanks again. Please subscribe, send it to your friends who are into this lovely camper van world, and I'll catch you on the next one.